The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here not only to help you see the new you, but for you to be the new you. I'm Dr. Michelle Mras, live streaming from Colorado. Welcome to the anniversary special of Mental Shift. That's us.
Yeah.
Well, good day, everyone. And to the Philippines, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
And to my fellow Bicolanos, maray na aldaw sa indong gabos.
Woo-hoo. As you see, my guest today, she's sitting right here. Promotional products are her jam. And the most special thing about her is that she's my friend. And she knows, well, she and her team know all about marketing and how to help, I don't know, how to make you look good in your business. And I happen to make friends with her here in Colorado. And I wanted to bring her onto the show so you can all meet Arlene Alvarez. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much, my friend. I love this woman so much. She is such an inspiration to me, and I am so honored to be in the show. It is kind of nerve-wracking, but but it's an honor for me to be here.
Well,
so
good.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Well, when I was told it's the 3-year anniversary of TNC, you have a special, you should come on. I said, I need to bring my friend on. You see, Arlene and I were in the Philippines at the same time. She is from the Philippines, right? And she grew up in the Philippines. I was there at the same time. And so I laughed that we were in the areas in the Philippines at the same time, probably shopping in the same places and never knew each other. And now all these years later, we're in Colorado and someone says, "You're a Filipina? I know a Filipina. You should meet her." And they invited me to a networking meeting. And that is when I met Arlene. And so all these years have passed. And as adults, we've become friends. And what I wanted to share with you here is that with the 3 years of TNC, we've only known each other for 4.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So much can happen in a short amount of time. And I wanted Arlene to come on the show to share with you her adventure from living in the Philippines, growing up in an all-girls school, and then having the opportunity to come to America and what she's done with her life since.
Right. You know, with God, all things are possible, right? So, like as Michelle said, I grew up in the Philippines. We lived in Naga City. I went to Colegio de Santa Isabel, which is now called USI, and graduated high school, went from kinder through high school. And I wanted to be a nurse. I've always wanted to be a nurse. And my dad was a traveling salesman. and we used to have meetings, little meetings, you know. And he asked me one day, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, "Well, I want to be a nurse because I think as Filipinos, it is inherent in us, you know, to take care of other people." I grew up with my grandma in the house, my cousins, all these people in the house. And so I said, I wanted to be a nurse. And he said, "Gosh, you know, I can't afford nursing school with my salary in the Philippines." So, thanks to my aunt and uncle, who had a business at the time, they were able to petition my dad. But after a few years, we were all able to come to the States. And
How old were you?
I was 17 when I moved.
17. Okay.
Yes, 17. That was 32 years ago. So you can.
You're not supposed to give our ages out like that.
Well, you have to
Forever
you
young.
have to do math, right, to think about my age. But Filipinos, we don't age, right?
Oh, no. We never age. So at 17, you came to America. And what state did you move to?
LA, of course.
Los Angeles.
Yes. We were in Los Angeles. Life was very hard. Family of 5. I was the oldest. Never worked when I lived in the Philippines, but I had to work and help my parents. I have 2 younger siblings, and so yeah, I worked, did whatever, and I ended up working as a receptionist for this promotional products company.
Whoa. Really? That's how early you got into it?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been in the industry now for 29 years. So I was a receptionist, and thankful to my old boss, Mark and Debbie Blumhart.
Wow, you remember their names too.
Oh, yes, I owe them everything. They've taught me everything I know. And they were just so generous and just the most amazing people. And that's how I learned, you know, and that's how I grew. And I'm not a nurse, but
We've talked about this.
yeah, so.
Oh my
Anyway.
gosh. Oh, Apple says that her dad went to school in the same place that you went to school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to get connected. I'm always so, you know, interested in meeting the people.
I just find it so amazing because Arlene came from the Philippines, from a small town.
Yes.
And when you're from a small town, you think only the city people can do whatever, or only people that come out of Metro Manila are going to be able to come to America.
Right.
I mean, we have these preconceived notions in our head of what can and cannot happen. And why I wanted Arlene here is because, one, when I met her, I thought she was more American than me.
Not at all.
She's like, no, I went to school in the Philippines. I was there. And then she broke out into not a dialect I understood.
Right.
Because
Bicol. Yes.
I have never heard Bicol in my entire Philippine life. So I didn't understand her when she said something. I'm like, wait a minute. So that's part of our friendship, was she's part of the Philippines that I never even knew existed. So we have this little bitty island called the Philippines, right? All these islands.
Right.
And there's so many of us and so diverse.
How many islands? Like 7,500 or something like that.
Something crazy.
Over 7,000 islands.
But
Yes.
what's so cool about it is when you come to America, because one day you'll probably come to America and visit. And Apple was just in Vegas.
Oh,
When
neat.
you are in America and they find out you're Filipino, everyone says, oh, do you know my friend? Her name's Lily.
Because we know everybody. And just like Scott Anderson, who introduced us. Oh, you're Filipino. You must know this other Filipino.
Or as they say, the Philippines is so small. You must know each other.
Right.
I do. No, there's a lot of us out there. And what's so beautiful about it, and I think that's what Arlene and I connect on so well. We are servers. We serve other people. We love to elevate other people, just like you out there. It's part of our nature. For if you don't know a Filipino who isn't a nurturing person, you need to find another Filipino, because it's part of our nature. And what I think is so cool about it is we're also very hardworking.
Right.
And so Arlene did mention that she started working as a receptionist at a promotional place. Okay.
Yes.
How old were you when you did that?
22?
22.
I was 22.
So
Yes.
several years later,
Right.
when I met her, she was still working, but now working for that company as one of the sales reps, basically, right?
Mhm.
And I was looking at, well, you helped me get a couple of things while you
Right.
were there. And then she went, you know what? I can do this on my own. So let's talk about that because she is the owner, CEO of A Squared Promotions. And her website is the number 2 promo.com.
Yes.
And if you want to learn more about what Arlene does and how she can serve, because she can serve around the world.
Right.
So go to the number 2
Promos.
promo.com and promos, and they'll put the link on the bottom, and that way they can find you. But Arlene is the one who does all my swag. So when I do my events, she's the one who does my lanyards, and she's got my, well, she's about to make my little purse holders and things like that that have my logo on it. So that is one of the things she does now, but she does huge accounts. I'm like her teeny tiny account. But I just think it's so cool that she went from receptionist to owning her own business in the same world. And I remember she was at an event with me. She says, I always wanted to be a nurse, but I'm going to go back to school to be a nurse. I said, but you are a nurse. And she says, no, I'm not. I do. Yes, you are. You wanted to serve and help and take care of people. Now she takes care of their business. And the reason I'm saying it that way is because there's so many of us in the world who go to school for one thing, or we train for one thing. We think this is it. I'm only in that box. I want to be a nurse, and that's all I can be, and I have to be in a hospital. I see her as the nurse of businesses. She is still caring and thriving and taking care of other people's ills when they're not well, right? Their business needs help,
Yes.
and she's doing it in a whole nother way.
It is. It is. And I'm so glad that Michelle opened my mind to that because, a lot of times you do put yourself in a box, and this is all I've done. As mentioned, I've been in this industry for 29 years, and that's a long time.
I've never met anyone in any
I
industry
know.
that long.
I know. I mean, Filipinos, right? We have such wonderful work ethics, and actually, my old boss had told me before that when they interviewed me, there were two of us that he interviewed, and I said, why'd you pick me over the other person? And of course, this he told me this long after I was hired. We became really good friends, but he said, I hired you because I know Filipinos have wonderful work ethics, and this man is a German. He owned a business, and so I was really thankful for that and proud to be a Filipino, because again, growing up, we weren't we were poor. I mean, considering my parents worked really hard to put us through private school, to give us good education, and seeing their work ethics, seeing their example, is what made me who I am today. Um,
She's awesome, by the way.
and so I moved from a receptionist position to an inside coordinator, and then sales, and then independent contractor. And the mental shift, I know you asked this question.
Yes, the mental shift.
Actually happened. I've been thinking about starting my own company for a while, but it was just that fear. So
Fear of the unknown.
the
And
fear.
for those
of
of
the
you who watch me, you
unknown.
know I always say go towards the fear.
Right, right. I mean, it is scary out there. But my husband is amazing. He always encouraged me. He said, as long as one of us has a steady income, the other can do whatever.
I like that philosophy.
Right. And so, so yeah, A Squared Promotions was born January of 2021. And I was blessed enough that all of my clients liked me enough to come with me.
She has some really cool clients too. Not just me. She's got really cool, real clients.
And so yeah, so I am just so thankful, I mean, and of course I wouldn't have been able to do this without God, right? Faith is very, very important to me. And so yeah, I mean,
Her faith is so important to her. She's building a house right now in Colorado, she and her husband, and she asked all of her friends to come and write Bible verses on the structure of the house before they put the walls on.
Right.
It's
It's pretty cool.
embedded into the house.
Because it's the
prayer.
Lord, it's the Lord that builds your house, really. So it's so important to have that foundation. And so anyway, so yeah, so that's me. My name, the company name,
That's easy.
it's easy, right? Arlene Alvarez.
So A squared.
A Squared Promotions. Yeah, I didn't want to be too I didn't want that to be too complicated. So I wanted easy. And yeah. So
Well, the reason I wanted her on, one, she's amazing. Two, she's very humble, so you really can't get all the amazingness out of her. But when I am very stressed out and when I need calming from all my travels, I talk to her because she brings peace to me. She makes me happy. And
aw,
so
you're gonna
she
make me cry.
don't cry. We don't have napkins.
We don't.
But the other reason is that with A Squared Promotions, she can help you with your business. And oh, she's coming to Dubai with me. So if
Right.
any of you want to go to Dubai with us,
Yes.
we are going to Dubai because
shopping.
well, shopping. But no, I am launching my music album in Dubai in November. And if you want to know more about that, write me privately or write the group in for yeah, write TNC and say I have a message for Michelle. I'll put it in the subject line somewhere in one of the threads. But the thing is she's such a good friend. She's coming to Dubai to be with me when I launch my album.
I would not want to miss that.
It's so awesome.
I would not want to miss that for the world. Sounds amazing.
I
And
can't wait.
Can't wait. Right.
So my whole thought process is then we can go to the Philippines, but you have to go home because you're building a house. But you'll
Yeah, the
be in your
husband.
house by then. You'll
Yeah.
be in the house by then. So if you need any promotional products, if you have a business and you need more, or hey, TNC, if you need more, I got an inside scoop. But
Also, if you just want to learn about the industry,
Oh,
it's
that's
like
huge.
kind of a hidden industry that I mean, it's not hidden, obviously.
well,
but
and you can work remotely. They can
right.
work no matter
Yeah.
where.
I mean, I have a virtual assistant actually who's in the Philippines. She's in Nueva Ecija. And my best friend from third grade
Wow.
in the Philippines is doing my marketing, Mildred. She is the most resilient, just an amazing, amazing woman. Love her to death. And she's my marketing. She's in the Philippines. And of course, my sister is doing my billing, and she is in California. So she
Ah.
is here in the States. But yeah, if anybody is ever just interested to learn about the industry, I'm always just open.
Can they reach you at a2promos.com?
Yes, if you go to my website, my email is there. Just reach out to me, and I'd be glad to help.
She's awesome. Write her if you're interested because you can work remotely from where you are around the world. So
Right.
she's got clients around the world, and you could be either a client or come and do the job she does. It'll be pretty awesome. So, I'm wondering if any of you have any questions out there. Let's see. I can't reach my keyboard. So here we are. Oh goodness, there's lots. There's lots and lots of comments here. So, hi. Sorry I didn't see all the comments before. Oh, Helene wants me to sing. What should I sing?
Aretha?
No, I could do. That's what friends are for.
There you go.
Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. That's for you, Helene. And oh my goodness, it is just, I'm so honored to be part of the TNC family because when I came to America, I got very detached from my Philippine roots, and Arlene connected me back. So Colorado, I didn't know, has a whole Philippine community that I
Lots.
was completely clueless about. And she goes, aren't you part of the chamber, the Philippine chamber? Like, oh, so now I'm part of the Philippine chamber. I'm going to start going to that and get back to the roots. And maybe, just maybe, I'll learn enough Tagalog that I can actually communicate when I come out to visit the Philippines again.
I mean, not just the roots, the food. I'm there for the food.
I'm here for I want to go for the food. Come with me. We'll go to the Philippines.
I always call myself the unfit Filipino, and I am going to say this to the world because I don't really cook. I love to eat, but I don't really cook. So when people meet me and they're so excited, oh, you can make me lumpia and pancit, and I'm like, sorry, I can order it for you.
I can't speak the language,
But you
but I can cook the language.
Yes, I can make adobo. My husband said that you can't mess that up. It's so easy to make. And he is not Filipino. He's from Burma, my husband.
He's from Burma.
And so, yes, I can make the adobo. And but like that's pretty much really all I can make.
Well, Apple has asked if Arlene can have a show on TNC too.
Oh,
and you do not understand what it took for me to get her to come on the show. This is why we are next to each other, because she didn't want to be alone. She wanted to be next to me while we're on the show.
You're not seeing all the sweat going on here.
She's like, I don't want to be on the show. There's nothing I can do. I'm like, oh, you're coming on. Just because you said you didn't want to, you're coming on. Because she is such a great communicator, and she is just so fabulous that I would love for her to have a show, and she can just talk promotional products and how to help people. And just 30 minutes. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. But actually, what I've been trying to do is talking to Arlene about making a trip to the Philippines sometime. I wanted early at the end of this year, but with her schedule and my schedule, it's almost impossible. So we can schedule it for maybe next year. We'll come out together, and then we can have some fun out in the Philippines for food.
Right, food.
And I have to learn the language before I come out.
I can teach you. I mean, I know, like,
you don't know Tagalog.
I do know Tagalog. I'm fluent. But it's easier for me to speak when the other person also speaks Tagalog to me.
Oh.
I'm fluent in Bicol, but when I'm speaking with someone in English, and so it's kind of hard.
No accent. That's why when I met her, I thought she was more American than me, because she's so proper. She's so articulate. I'm like, how'd you get like that? How did you get like that? You're just a good student. That's why.
I guess I'm just a good student, and I'm a rule follower. And if you have to say it this way, that's how I'm going to say it.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. But she's my friend, right?
She's my friend.
Yeah. But I wanted you to all meet her because now you know how I stay sane.
Yes.
She helps me a lot in the world. There's a lot of stressors in the world, and there's a lot of things going on in my world, and she's my rock. And she can be your rock. If you need help, if you want to be part of it, reach out to her on a2promos.com and say, I want to start a business too. Or, I want to buy some products, and I want to know, can you guide me through it? She's very good at guiding.
I can guide you for sure. Yeah.
Because I came up to her and said, I don't know. I want to give a gift to the people who come to my speaker boot camp. I don't know what to do. She says, why don't you make a notebook? And then she designed a little notebook, and it had a calendar thing in the back and a little wrap and a little thing to put your pen in. It was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I would have never thought of it. But she knew what my audience would need from what she knew of me. Do you need that in your world? Yes. And then she can help you if you want to start this kind of business with promotional products, because it's a business that all businesses need.
Right.
We all need a way to highlight who we are. And she's very crafty at it.
We help brands elevate themselves so that they can promote themselves, and they stand out when they're marketing themselves, or even salespeople, when you're going to visit your clients, and you just want to leave behind so that people will remember you. We also do a lot of items for events. So if you're putting together an event and you just need beverage napkins, food holders, like really anything that you want to put your logo on. I have some funny stories. I'm not going to share it here. You can call me and I'll share it with you. But yes, lots of funny stories and just things that out of the box that we've done that you wouldn't even think of.
She's done movie promo stuff.
Yeah. Well, getting started in LA, Los Angeles, a lot of our client base is the entertainment industry. So I still work with some entertainment right now, but I have to sign an NDA for those, so I don't
talk about
I can't talk about that stuff. But...
Oh, Helene, I just thought of something. Arlene made me purple pens. I'll mail one to you.
Right.
I'll mail them to you. Yeah, she's always looking for a purple pen.
Oh.
Because purple people are the best.
Of course.
I have to remember. I'll send you. She made me a purple notebook with a purple pen. You'll love it. I love it. She did it for me. So anyways.
Anyway, what else?
besides just you're awesome and that they need to talk to you?
Yes, I would welcome anybody to talk to me. But talk to me in Tagalog, please, because
She needs the practice.
I need to practice more of it. Um, no, I'm married to somebody who doesn't really speak my language.
Well, no, he's from a whole different
Yes,
country.
my husband is from Burma, and so completely different language, and so it was really hard to teach my kids, which makes me sad. It's hard for us to teach them our languages.
Well, you both have two different languages, so you'd have to either teach them both or teach them none.
Correct. I mean, I only know the bad words in his language,
Oh,
so I wouldn't teach them that, of course.
see, I married someone with a different language too. It's called English, and that's all he knew.
Yeah, so English is the common language at home, and so that's what we speak, and that's why I guess I'm well versed.
Okay, she is amazing, and definitely reach out to her. And I can't. I want to go into a story, but I can't because NDAs, and she does stuff. But let me try
Yes.
to think of what I can get on. Nope, can't talk about that either. See, that's the problem about bringing your friend on because there's things I know that I can't talk
You know
about.
everything.
Okay, I will share one little tidbit. She's my danger zone with shopping
Right. Oh my goodness.
because one, she has incredibly good taste, and two, she knows how to dress me too. And she's complained to me that I'm the one who's I wear makeup, and she's like, I don't wear makeup. I do. I have to. I'm always on camera, and now I'm used to it.
I don't know how to put makeup on. That's the one thing that
She doesn't need it.
I'd love help with. I think I can do okay. I'm okay with clothes, but makeup, I'm not.
Clothes, man. She's awesome. Okay, so when you see Michelle get stressed out, you never will because I will be with Arlene. And she takes off on weekends with me, and we'll go to girl weekends out in the cabin, and we just hang out and just talk all night, which is why I can't go any further with our conversation because then oh, she could do your makeup. She doesn't need it. Look.
Please. I
She
need
looks like
help.
she has makeup on already. She doesn't need it. But I'm trying to think of something Helene wants me to sing again, but I'll have to sing at the very end because I know what to sing at the very end. And we only have like 3 minutes. So, Arlene, I have just rambled and talked about weird stuff. You are very wise. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Ooh.
Ooh, what is your favorite? You can say your favorite quote or your favorite Bible verse that will help our audience who's watching today. Can you think?
Okay, my life verse is in Proverbs. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, and in all your ways acknowledge Him." I'm gonna cry. That's my life verse, and I really try to go with that when I'm going through stuff. God always has a plan and a purpose for us, and so yeah, so that's my Bible verse, my life verse. I have a work verse. I have when I'm going through stuff. I have all of these verses that I've memorized that will make me remember why I'm here, who I belong to. I don't want to cry, really.
You
I'm
don't
starting
have to cry.
I'm starting to tear up now.
But that is why she's my friend, and that's why she's so grounded. If you need advice, help in your life, if you feel lost, do what Arlene does, do what I do. We find quotes, Bible
Right.
verses that guide us through our darkest times.
Right.
And for those of you who watch me often, you know I've gone through a heck of a lot of things and I'm still standing. Helene, you're still standing. And it's
Yes.
because we believe and we fall back on something greater than all of us.
Right.
And we have to remember that.
Mhm.
And one of the most endearing things of Arlene is she is a God-fearing woman.
Mhm.
And she gives love and shares love and she doesn't judge people. And that's so beautiful about her because in the world that we are in, you run into so many people who are so judgy. And
Yeah.
it's good to find a friend who accepts you as you are, even with your flaws, and
Right.
can give you stability when you need her
Yep.
or him. whoever you need to
We
find.
are all flawed.
Yes, we're all flawed, and we need someone to balance us. And Arlene happens to be one of my balancers. So
I love you.
I love you too. So you out there, go out there, be the best version of you. Be unapologetically the best version of you, and every day strive to be that person that God put you on the planet to be. It doesn't have to be monstrously huge and loud. It can be quiet and sweet.
It took me 29 years to get here. So if I can do it, you can do it too.
And if I can do it, you can do it.
Yes.
So find your dream, walk towards it, and have faith in God that He will
Yes.
guide you through it.
Right.
So thank you so much for joining us on Mental Shift and the three-year special anniversary of the new channel. And if you're out in the Philippines, I hope to see you soon. And
Right.
Apple, I think I might see you in July. Let's see if we can work that out.
It's gonna be hot.
In LA, it's going to be hot. But to Apple's out of the Philippines, she's not going to think it's hot. It's going to
Oh,
be
okay.
normal.
Yes.
Oh, and Helene says song. And I was thinking, I just forgot it. I know what I'm going to sing. It's I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just got started, and before we know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you on Mental Shift. Catch all the replays on whatever channel you want to, Facebook, YouTube, any of the channels that you watch, TNC. Check out the replays, and I will be back on my new season as soon as possible. So take care, everyone, and be well. Take care.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say it in Tagalog. Say it in Tagalog. Bye.
Bye.
We're the worst Filipinos, huh? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay! There. I was thinking Maligayang Pasko with the red and the
Yes.
green, but you know.
Maligayang Pasko for sure.
Okay. So long. We'll see you next time on Mental Shift. Oh, we're still live.